Hello everybody, what is up? It's Basketball5 here, and today we are tackling a topic requested by Luuk Zilla. Now, if I just pronounced that wrong, please tell me. I want to be able to get it right. But anyways, what they requested is, would Siren Head survive in the Pokemon universe? Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with battle-wise. You know, there's Pokemon battles and all that. But Siren Head, this guy ain't gonna wait around. He's gonna start picking people and Pokemon up and tearing them to shreds. But we know there's a lot of Pokemon that'll probably do something to him as well. Now, I don't know much about Pokemon, but I would say the size doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes it can, depending on the different types of universes, but it's just not going to fit here. Now, some things may affect him, some things may not. Now, if there's like Pokemon types with weapons, such as like guns and stuff, like that could probably scare Siren Head off. Because, you know, as in the Siren Head games, one of them you could take a rifle, shoot at him, and he would take off running away from you. But then, of course, in that game, you were killed by the end. Him crawling on all fours coming at you. But, he can travel super fast as represented by that game. So, there is no way you're outrunning this guy. And if you're staying there to battle, then you better be powerful. But to be honest, lots of Pokemon and Pokemon trainers could team up all at the same time, take this guy on, take this guy out. But then we bring in the actual Siren Head multiverse. So, of course, there's Siren Head, but think. There's other Siren Heads. There's like Blood Siren Head, Wood Siren Head, Ice Siren Head, the Mega Horn, Dark Siren Head. There's like all these different versions of Siren Head, also including Light Head. Light Head was actually someone else. I'm not too sure. The past about, a lot of people say it was made by Trevor Henderson, but I've heard some other things. So the background to Light Head is a little bit blurry. But okay, so let's go ahead and keep thinking. So, would they really survive taking on one? Yeah, pretty much. But if they're getting sneak attacked by another Siren Head, another version of Siren Head, then do you think they're really going to survive? Probably not. I mean, it just depends on certain things, certain elements to the entire equation. Now, let's think about this. Siren Head versus like something like Arceus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know what I just did there. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. But anyways, it's supposed to be the god of Pokemon. So, So, obviously, it's a god, basically. So, Siren Head would not stand any chance of that, much less any other Siren Head. But, you think about the other things like Mew and Mewtwo as well. These guys probably going to be throwing a Siren Head around like a baby rattle. But then again, what would happen if you actually had like several other Siren Heads surrounding you? It just depends on the strength of the ability, how many people each Pokemon can take on all at once. And if there's like an entire circle of Siren Heads surrounding you, and you don't have the power to take them all on, then you're most likely dead. And now, I think someone actually wanted me to tap into the evolutions last time. Like, there was a comment about it, but YouTube yeeted it for some reason. But the evolutions, come on. Okay, so Ice, all the evolutions together probably could take on a Siren Head. But then again, think, if there's more than one Siren Head taking you on, then you are probably not going to survive. And think of how big the Mega Horn is. Now, I don't know exactly, but this guy is supposed to be gigantic. And this guy, well, if he sneaks up on you, then you're probably going to get crushed. He just slaps you, and you're already 6 feet in the ground from that. Both literally and figuratively. So, you're thinking of that. So, things like that would be hard to tap into. And now, and it goes the same way for all the other evolutions of the Pokemon. Like, you got these elemental creatures taking on these other creatures that are like monstrosities. And you're thinking, well, how would all that work? Well, you think, once again, that brings us back to the topic of, if you don't got the willpower, or just the power in general, to take on a full circle of these guys, then most likely you're not going to be able to survive them. But the bigger ones, like Arceus, Mewtwo, Mew, could probably take them on. Now, that's just thinking with that. And those three could easily take on Siren Heads, but we wouldn't know if we actually compared it exactly. And there's no way that's going to happen, because of course the creators of Pokemon ain't going to do something like Siren Head, do cryptic things in a series. You know that's not going to happen. So we can't actually get a physical representation of what a battle with Siren Head in the Pokemon universe would be like, but you can get the general idea. So, and there's also supposed to be some Pokemon that are indestructible. And you think, what would Siren Head really run away from? Okay, so bullets, we know, because that's been easily proven. But, you think, this creature's most likely going to be picking off the trainers. So, once the trainer is gone, then what's going to happen to the Pokemon? That's the question. So, that's already a big nope. And certain abilities, once again, probably won't even affect creatures like the Mega Horn. Which, if I've heard rumors correctly, this guy is supposed to be as big as like a several story building, maybe even bigger than that. Like, I don't know, I haven't looked it up precisely. I'll probably have to look it up after this. But he is huge. And you think these creatures, they're producing loud sounds out of them. They're trying to trick you. So, most likely, this guy is going to be manipulating the sounds, using them to make people go to him. And then that's when he cuts the cord, he finishes them off. And if you put him into the Pokemon universe, then he's most likely going to start mimicking the sounds of Pokemon as well. And that just means he gets a free treat of Pokemon as well. But once again, the trainers, once they're gone, then what happens to the Pokemon? The Pokemon are going to have to run wild. And plus, what will probably happen is they'll get caught too. But then, several groups, I mean, you think, would they really team up because they're constantly battling each other, every single person they see? Now, a lot of people have teamed up in the Pokemon universe. We've seen it multiple times, through the video games, through the series. But would everyone really team up? And to be honest, let's not even bring in stuff like Zeraora or Team Rocket. If you're those, Zeraora, now you probably got a stable chance if Siren Head is scared of electricity. But to be honest, that hasn't been proven yet, and we won't know until it actually happens. And plus this creature, like the main Siren Head itself, is like 40 foot tall, and you're trying to outrun this guy. This guy is going to be sprinting towards you probably as fast as a car can travel to you. Like maybe like your just average minivan. Probably, I think if I remember correctly, about 75 miles per hour is how fast this guy can go. But yeah, all that. What would really happen if all these different elements actually hammered this guy, or like multiple other ones? Now, let's take something like Glaceon and put it up against the Ice Siren Head. Now, I'm not saying that a lot of these Siren Heads are canon, but they have supposedly been created by Trevor Henderson, and there are multiple different versions of Siren Head. So, Ice Siren Head versus Glaceon. Glaceon, you got those freezing abilities, but is freezing actually going to affect each other? Or are both of them just going to shake it off like nothing ever happened, and it'll be like some kind of unending battle until someone gets crushed? And then the Blood Siren Head. Well, let's think of why it's called that. Blood Siren Head. Now, is that the type of Siren Head you really want to go up against? I wouldn't think so. But there is probably some Siren Heads that are way weaker. You think of the Wooden Siren Head. This guy. You light a match and toss it at him. That'll probably either burn him alive or send him running. Because the Siren Head is made out of wood. So, Dark Siren Head. I haven't heard much about this guy. I just heard his name and seen some concepts. And I've also heard of the Blue Siren Head. There's all these different Siren Heads, apparently. But the Mega Horn, I feel like, is going to be the biggest trouble for the entire Pokemon universe. Now, of course, they're probably going to be as strong as the Pokemon universe can be. They'll probably be defeated at some point in time. But first, they're going to paint about half the world red with blood. So they're going to be painting towns, villages, whatever, red. I mean, until they're dead. Paint the walls red until they're dead. That's how it's probably going to go. So, how long would that last? Who knows? Would they be able to take out the entire world? We don't know. Because no one has specifically put it to the test. So I don't know the exact information here. Now, yeah, so, now here's the thing. If bullets is just about the thing that we know scares away Siren Head, then the Pokemon universe doesn't really have guns unless it's attached to a Pokemon. And most likely the guns are just like for the battle purpose, not to actually kill someone. So basically, you're going to have no easy way of scaring Siren Head off, like the main Siren Head, or even the Mega Horn. Those are the two ones that would be the biggest threat, because, you know, the other Siren Heads are going to have weaknesses. The Dark Siren Head, I feel like, could go quite a ways as well. So, it's going to be a battle for the ages, but who pulls through, I don't exactly know. So, but once again, most likely, the Pokemon universe is going to be almost in ruins after all these Siren Head creatures show up. Now, one Siren Head could be enough to take down a couple villages and then eventually get killed from there. And to think, there could be more than one normal Siren Head. And they're going to lurk in the forest, so if you're traveling through the forest, you're going to be dead. And they won't just randomly come out into a village unless you provoke them. So most likely, the attack is going to be unexpected, and you're most likely not going to have a chance of surviving. But if you got the power, then Siren Head's no problem, no big deal. I mean, he probably will be a big deal. It depends. But, anyways, I think we're going to leave it there. There's not really too much else that I could cover. Now, if there is some things that I could cover in this then I will gladly make a part. Like, subscribe if you're new, and click the notification bell set for all notifications also if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And if these interest you, make sure to keep up with them, as every once in a while, like every month or two, I'll release something like this if I get the eventual ideas. Like, I think about a month ago I did, what was it? SCP versus Digimon. If you want the link to that, or SCP versus Pokemon, or SCP versus Gears of War Locust, I mean, those are a couple of examples that I've done. And if you have any requests, also leave them down in the comments. But anyways, I think that's all about all I have to say. Do honestly hope you enjoyed it, and be a master, stay master. See you guys next time. Good night, everybody.